So in our experience at Fahrenheit 212, we've worked with a lot of chief innovation officers and innovation leaders and those in innovation roles. And we've learned a thing or two about what sets them up for success. As companies have looked for growth, they've turned to the chief innovation officer. And over 50% of Fortune 500 companies now have a chief innovation officer or a CINO in place to help drive organic growth. A lot of organizations mistakenly feel that appointing a CINO frees the rest of the organization from having to think about innovation. It's actually not true. The job of the chief innovation officer is actually to build out an innovation capability. That means training other people who have a particular aptitude for cross-category thinking, or adding definition to unformed, fuzzy front end of problems. Creating innovators, not just innovation, actually, is one of the key tenets of a chief innovation officer's job. Innovation, by definition, is a cross-functional capability. And so to operate in a silo is one of the fastest ways to isolate and effectively starve an innovation capability. To set a chief innovation officer up for success, they have to have access to and dedicated resources from every business unit within the organization for information flow, to draw down on expertise from different divisions. And once they have something that's at a stage that needs to re-enter the business, they need people on the ground already who already are connected to the innovation function. The chief innovation officer, or the CINO's job, is, yes, to work within ideas, but really to define what good looks like, to help prioritize, to organize for the organization what things deserve attention, funding, resources, staff. But typically, different parts of an organization are focused on their own budget and their own initiatives. And that means that it's the job of a CINO to facilitate collaboration between them, to elevate an initiative to a point where it can command resources, maybe even over the projects that are sitting in individual silos. And so that means providing a ton of transparency, creating collaboration moments where there weren't before, and frankly, treating socialization of new initiatives as a key part of their role. You can find your CINO often from within your company, sometimes in operating roles or marketing roles or strategy roles, but it's important you find those with comfort, with insight across categories and not just within your own vertical. Above all, really thinking through the mission for this role. Are we really looking to drive change? Are we truly empowering the innovation leader to move the organization forward? Are we backing that up with institutional support, with budget, with resources? I think one of the biggest misconceptions with people in innovation and strategy roles is that they have to be thought of as creative. Actually, not true at all. What they really need is bravery and the ability to make a strong argument in an organization that has a lot of different priorities for what should be created next, and why something needs resources, and why something needs attention, and why something needs some tolerance to test and learn.